Hey, Wishon Point Campground. Just doing a short walk. Supposed to be raining right around now and for the rest of the night. So I'm kind of tempted to do a longer hike in this area, but maybe I'll do something a little bit easier just because of the rain. I don't know what these birds are, but I haven't seen them lately. They're kind of like it's like a purple. It's not really like a lavender, it's like a purple color. Or like a purple mixed with the royal blue. I've never seen them before, just recently. I'm guessing a bear got a little trash here. Chicken noodle. A lot of bears in this area. I brought a little bit of my cold weather clothing. But I didn't bring my thermal long john pants. Those are important if I was really gonna do like a longer hike in this cold weather. Now way in the distance there, you barely see a little snow. That's part of that Whiskey Ridge headed towards North Fork. These are kind of nice with this dark burgundy color. That's a holly, I believe. A lot of these black oaks here, as you can see. The ground is completely covered. Now these are the only trees like this at Bass Lake that I know of. think it's like a coastal redwood or something like that. I'm not sure how these got here though, if somebody planted them long time ago at the top of this campground. This is like the very top of the campground, highest elevation. And then these are a couple of nice black oak trees. Oh, there's a pot of gold in this one. This is a giant burn pile, I guess. Maybe one day they'll burn it. This is like an old junk pile. Oh yeah, another good view of Whiskey Ridge right there. Only a little bit of snow. I saw right now when I was driving Little Shut-Eye Peak, which is like 8,300 feet. That had a lot of snow from the recent rain. Rain at this elevation anyway. 3,500 feet. This always tires me out. This one steep hill right here. Went up to this old water tank. That would take me down to the Bass Lake Dam. Now if I continue on this way, this will go to the water tank right now. This finally looks like some tire tracks. Now that's Goat Mountain. That, I think, is a cell phone tower right in the middle of the screen there. It's tough for me to see without binoculars, but I think it is. See, and I have perfect signal right now, so I bet it is. It's easier to recognize that if you're at a little bit different angle, and it really stands out from the trees. Now here's a cool spot. Look at all these giant manzanitas. These are the bushes, but as you can see here, this one has like a 2.5 foot diameter. Just this one branch is like close to a foot. Oh, the wind is picking up here. I wonder if it's going to start raining. There's another giant one. This one's even bigger. This is like almost a 4 foot diameter. I'm like burning up right now, so I took off my beanie and opened up my jacket. Oh, now right in front of me there's a fire tower. I don't know if there are any trees blocking it from this angle though. Now this is the top of this little hill. Here's a water tower, water tank, old one. And that's the southern tip of Goat Mountain, where the fire tower is. Just a fun hike if you do it in the spring, because there are a lot of wildflowers all over this whole area. I think one of them I found right here was called, I looked it up, it was called a skullcap flower for the nickname, because it looked kind of like a beanie or a night hat. It was like white with red. Now there you can see Goat Mountain. That's back the northern tip where the cell phone tower was. But if I wanted to go up there right now, all you do, this will go straight, and then it'll turn left, and you go up most of the way to the top, and then you cut all the way left to that pass right there. And then if you wanted to, you could either go down the other side to Oakhurst, you could continue left to the fire tower, you could go to the right to the cell phone tower, or the other thing you could even do, you could even go back down a little bit here and then cut over to the Forks restaurant, which there's a path that goes straight to the Forks restaurant there and down on the lake shore. And then on the way up, one of the things you'll see is called, I think on the map it just says spring. It's like a little water, little spring coming out of the ground. I've only been there maybe 3 times ever to that little spring. It's a pretty tough hike to get up there. Very steep. I think what most people do if they want to come down that on a bicycle is they go up the backside by Oakhurst. They'll go up that side. It's a much easier slope. And then just ride down this steep Bass Lake side. Now this area I'm coming up in right now, this is the main area for bears, like bear footprints and stuff like that. But I don't know this time of year, I don't know what the likelihood of seeing one is. I don't see any tracks on the ground. I don't know if they're hibernating or what. Wow, another big manzanita. Look at this one. This has got to be like close to 4 feet at the base in diameter. This is what the leaves look like. Kind of like a whitish color. Like a real paper feel, like a crispy paper, dry paper. Where's the other manzanita trees, bushes that grow at a little bit higher elevation? They're usually like small and they don't get nearly this big. They're more of a dark green. And the leaves are more of a normal feel, like a normal leaf. Like a little bit more bendable. I hear a lot of birds making noise. First track I've seen, I don't know if that's a dog. A lot of coyotes in this area too. Now, if there were bear tracks, this is the number one area you'd see. I'm seeing here's footprints. See, that's probably just a dog with the human walking. Yeah, this is where you see the bear tracks right here. It's like a funnel. They all get like funneled down to this one little spot. I don't know. This is kind of funny though. I could see this being a bear right here. Yeah, I could see that being a bear. Pretty big. Rained a lot recently, like, I don't know what, 7-8 inches in the last couple weeks probably. That's why this dirt road is kind of eroded in the middle. Oh, I don't even know if I want to walk here. It's pretty slippery. Look how red this is. This is like almost at the top. Oh, I made it. Made it. Very slippery. You see a lot of slip marks here from a couple of people who tried to walk here. Bicycles go through here a lot. But I guess not this time of year, too muddy. This area is really bad with poison oak. So some of this right here is poison oak. Okay, so once again, that's Whiskey Ridge, heading that way to the right, south. And then, actually right down here, I don't think you can see it, but right before you get to that Whiskey Ridge is Malum Ridge that goes to North Fork. And this is the ridge line that goes from Brown's Ditch all the way to the left, or all the way to the north, like Michael's Peak by Bayshore Road. Here's a nice cedar tree. A lot of mistletoe there. Oh, now here is a sugar pine tree right there. More of a grayish bark compared to other trees in this area, more of a gray. Very short pine needles, like 3 inches. This is where I was walking one time, and I thought I heard some talking on the left, like in this hillside. And so I thought, just in case it's like a couple hunters, I'll put on my audiobook on my phone so that it kind of makes like a little bit of noise so they know it's like a human and not an animal coming. And sure enough, I think it was a couple guys like maybe bear hunting or something. Look at this tree. This is an old dead ponderosa. You see the ponderosa bark right there. It's more of like a brownish color, tan and brown mixed together. Oh, and this is all the bark right here from that tree. I wasn't going to go this far, but I'm kind of getting lucky with the weather. Not raining or anything, so I guess I'll keep going. I'll be at Spring Cove Campground pretty soon here. Now, if I went to the right, there's a hilltop there above that little neighborhood with a water tank. That's a fun trail. Or you go left That'll take you to the top of Goat Mountain. And then if I went left here, that would take me to the back of this Spring Cove campground and the summer camp on the other side. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down straight to the entrance for Spring Cove campground and then go back to Wishon Point campground where I parked. I was not going to go this far. I've been wanting to do this hike for a while, but I kind of thought, oh, I'll just do it like in the summertime, or spring. I was just going to do Wishon Point campground right now, nothing else for my hike, but this is pretty fun. So once you start walking, it's hard to stop and turn around and just go straight back to your vehicle and say, oh, I'm just going to do like 15 minutes and that's it. No, it's like too nice. You start having fun, you want to keep going. I see a little bit of bicycle tracks here. So apparently somebody did this, I would guess, like 2 days ago from these tracks. Not today or yesterday, but maybe like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, somebody did this on their bicycle. Probably a lot of mud. So they probably started on the back of Goat Mountain by Oakhurst and went all the way to the top and then all the way down this side. Unless they just did this one little section right here next to the campground and that's it. That's just a short little section, like 10 minutes. I can hear a little creek from all the rain right next to me in this gully. And there's Spring Cove Campground. So what you just saw was me going from Wishon Point Campground up to the top, then continuing on a dirt road all the way to the next campground, which is this one. It's called Spring Cove Campground. I guess it's Spring Cove because there is a spring behind me. If I would continue up that trail, say like 3/4 of the way to the top of Goat Mountain, there is a spring. I think sometimes it's dry though, certain times of the year. So you wouldn't want to rely on that for your water source. This whole trail has tons of poison oak in the summer. So you gotta be careful. Yeah, look at all these rocks here with the moss. I love this. Oh yeah, these are all solid blackberry bushes down here. So if you want some blackberries, this is a good campground. A lot of cedars right here. These are all cedar trees. More blackberry bushes. Now, I bet there are a lot of mushrooms in here if I knew where to look. Like at the base of some of these tree stumps. Okay, now I can see the lake finally in front of me. This is where all those agastacia grow. It's in the mint family, so it smells like kind of like a mint smell. They have real big purple, like cone blossoms. They look kind of like this. I think that's a different one. A different plant right there. Oh yeah, see this? Share the trail. Now here you see, if you go up 1.7 miles, what does this mean? 1.7 miles, you'll get to the turnoff for the Forks restaurant on the right. And then if you keep going 2.7 miles, you'll get all the way to the top where the pass is. If you did go to the Forks, it would take 1.7 miles to go straight up, and then you turn right for 2 more miles, basically. And then after 3.6 miles total, you would go all the way up and then right to the Forks. The 4.2 for Goat Mountain Lookout, what that means is you go all the way up to the pass, which is 2.7 miles. Then you turn left for 1.5 miles and you'll get to the lookout tower. You just got to look at the map, look at a topo map, like the CalTopo topo maps, and you get a better understanding. But yeah, here we are here. So if I wanted to go to the pass, you would travel all the way to right here. And if you want to go to the lookout tower, you go all the way to the lookout tower. And then if you want to go back, you go all the way back. And that's it. Like I said, I think what most people do is they start on the backside of this Goat Mountain on their bicycles, and then you go all the way to the pass, and then you just come down straight to here. I think most people that do this, that's what they do. On a bicycle. You don't see many people walking on this. I mean, like, never. Now you see in front of me here, this is a fir tree. I don't think I've ever noticed this before. This is a picnic area. It's called Pine Point. No, this is Rocky Point. Rocky Point, because it's real rocky. The next one is called Pine Point. Right behind this, it's another picnic area. Yeah, see how many rocks there are here? This is called Rocky Point. Oh. Take off my beanie again and my gloves. Under my scarf, it's getting too warm. I'm kind of going quick to make it back to the truck before it gets too dark. So I'm warming up. Just gonna see what time is it. It is like 4:44, so it's sunset in like 8 minutes. And then it gets pretty dark like 30 minutes after that. think it says Camp Wishon Cove. And it says, welcome to PSEA Camp Wishon Cove. And then the next cove is for Miller's Landing, which is like a restaurant and a resort, like rental cabins. Straight ahead is see the Rocky Point where I just came from. To the right of that is Pine Point. And then way in the distance, that's Bass Lake Vista. Which I like to hike up to that Bass Lake Vista from Bayshore Road. You can also drive there either from Grays Mountain Campground or from Cheapo Saddle, which is like, there's like a little grocery store, the Old Corral. But that Cheapo Saddle route, you might need like high clearance 4-wheel drive. I've never done it. This beach is a fun area just to walk around. This is just a beach in front of Wishon Point Campground. It's like I was basically going to do a little 20-minute walk, kind of like this. And I wound up doing probably close to 2 hours. But just a fun hike. And I haven't done it for so long. I kind of miss doing it. Yeah, be careful going through here. It's like going through a tunnel. You could hit your head on a branch very easily. I'm sure it's past sunset now. It's getting dark, and that means it'll get cold really fast. It's already cold. I think it was about 37 when I started out. Right now it's got to be close to freezing. So that's where I came from, Rocky Point. And that's where I'm going, down here close to the dam. I parked close to the dam. Sometimes I park on the dam, but today I parked close to the dam. Outside the gate for the campground. Now those clouds are dark straight ahead. I bet it's raining. I bet it's raining right on the other side of the dam. So that means I barely beat the rain. And it'll be raining here pretty soon. The forecast said it was going to be something like an 85% chance of rain this whole time. This whole time I was hiking, but it never rained. Beautiful lake. Very peaceful. Oh yeah, these I think are cottonwood trees here. 2 of them. And then in front of me there, you see no leaves. Right next to these ponderosa pine trees. See more cottonwood trees right here. I'll get a close up of the bark. These are the leaves. Usually green. Oh, now these are the other manzanitas. See how small they are? Like 2-3 feet tall. Darker green, very small, very short. Maybe 1 inch diameter at the most, something like that. Those grow at a different elevation. Higher elevation. And then there's another type that grows by Fresno at the Lost Lake at the low elevation. Okay, so that's it. Made it back to my truck.